Hi everyone. Today we're going to do a short flow, and this is for anyone. It's really for anyone, and it is inspired in a sequence created for prenatal. So this is safe to be practiced through your pregnancy if you're having a safe and normal pregnancy. And here I'm gonna show you a couple modifications or a couple things that you can try to start to put into your practice. So what we're doing right now, we're going to start in a child's pose. So I wanted to imagine that it feels different when you are practicing carrying a baby in the belly, and for those that are, congratulations. So it does feel different to practice when there is no room. If you put a pillow and try to practice yoga with a pillow, you're going to feel that there's a lot of poses that will start to constrict. So as you go through your pregnancy, you're going to feel that a lot of poses are not just not comfortable anymore to your body, but also a lot of poses are not comfortable for the baby. You're going to feel the baby moving a little bit more. There are a couple poses that you should not be doing, and we're going to keep those away. So those poses are out of the scope to explain about them here, so it's just going to be a nice and easy flow. And I'm gonna show something easy that you probably haven't seen any other class like this before, or maybe you your first pregnancy, and maybe you did pregnancy yoga before. So um, as a nice and friendly beginners, we're going to come into child's pose. And what I like here is that I have two blocks, and that will help me to elevate my hands. So the palms of my hands can be on the top of the block, and sometimes even I feel like being a little bit higher like this for some women, especially if they are having heartburn or anything and it doesn't feel good. You can stay here. You can even prop yourself with a bolster and use the bolster and do a supported child's pose. So if you like, you can go all the way down towards the floor. If it feels good to you, you can slowly allow yourself to relax and come nice and low. So as you take a nice and a deep breath in, let your spine to relax. And again, finding that space, creating the space. You might feel that this feels amazing in your back, or you might not feel that it feels comfortable, or you might not have enough room to go as low as I am. So just everyone is in a different time, different space. So honor your body. Know how low can you go without feeling any pain, without feeling anything uncomfortable. The purpose is to relax your body and relax the muscles and make you feel good. So take a nice and a deep breath in, breathing in the same pattern that you have been breathing. Nice exhale. And inhale, we're coming all the way back. Awesome. So with the palms, and one of the things that is awesome too, you can see that I have a little crack here, and it makes a little bit me out of balance. So before you even start, I'm not pregnant, so I don't have issue if I fall over here, but I don't want you to fall. So before you even start, just double check and place yourself in a place where it's nice and flat, so that there is no where you have the danger of falling. So just be very mindful to where if you're using the blocks, that the floor is nice and flat. And with the hands on the top, the cool about this is that it's going to elevate yourself a little bit off the floor, and it's going to create a little bit space between the belly. And we're going to do cat and cow, so I like to integrate the breath. And as we breathe in, we're going to arch the back slowly. So I want you to be mindful again, depending the size, how far you are in your pregnancy, you might want to go less and less. So we're taking a deep breath in, and we're letting the belly go down. Take a deep breath here. And then as you exhale, we're looking all the way down towards the navel, round your back. Nice. And really not having any rush as you do this. Finding the synchrony with your breath. And I really like to invite you to see how it feels as you inhale and as you exhale, and just noticing where you are in the space. Notice the mind becoming calmer, the tranquility of the breath. Nice. And exhale, come all the way back. We're going to attempt to do downward dog. And again, you want to have a nice and flat, feel that it's nice and stable. We're tucking the toes behind and we are lifting ourselves into a downward dog. So press your toes against the floor, let the knees to start to hover. And if it feels comfortable to you, again, it really depends how far you are. You might feel that it doesn't feel comfortable to have a slightly inversion right here, because downward dog can be a light inversion. So as you lift the hip up and back, you're going to feel yourself a little bit safer than have the hands on the floor, because you are a little bit elevated. And we're not taking more than 3 breaths here, so we want to move forward in the next breath. Let the breath to come in, and as you exhale, maybe walk even wider. Let yourself to be wide here with the feet, and walk forward towards the hands if it's possible. Sometimes I even like to bring the blocks a little bit higher. That way it's a little bit easier for you. And we're going to take a nice and a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Maybe open the leg a little bit wider, maybe almost as wide as your mat. And we're going to soften the knees so that we can maybe even come forward and relax. If you feel okay here, maybe the hands can touch the elbows. Maybe this feels really good, maybe not. So honor your body. And we're moving side to side if it feels good, or staying here. How to a flat back. And exhale, we're going to fold again. Bend the knee a lot. Bring the hands to the waist, let your spine to be heavy. Nice. And we're going to slowly come up. And if this feels heavy for you, we are going to do, we're coming up in a different way too. That way you know which way feels better. Inhale, send the hands up and over the head. And exhale, bring the hands into your heart center. Or maybe even noticing the heart, noticing the baby, connecting with yourself. Maybe notice the heartbeat. Maybe notice the baby moving. It really depends where your placenta is. You might feel more movement or less movement. Nice. Usually when the placenta is behind the baby, you feel that kick or that movement a little bit more pronounced. And when the placenta is right in front of the baby, there's a cushion there. So inhale, feel the baby. Maybe even tell the baby that he is safe, that you have everything that he needs for his arrival. Inhale, relax the hands, send the hands up and over the head. And exhale, we're sweeping the hands, bringing the hands all the way back down towards the floor. So sun salutation, you can modify as much as you need. Inhale to a flat back. You can use the blocks. And exhale, we're going to bend the knees, place the hands on the block, bring one leg at a time to a tabletop. And we're going to, instead of doing a push-up and upward facing dog, we're going to just put a little bit of weight in your hands and maybe a micro push-up here, just to get those arms to be nice and strong. And exhale, child's pose again. Nice. And we're not staying long here too, so inhale, come all the way back to a tabletop. Awesome. And we're stepping your right leg forward. So bring your right leg through. Maybe the hands can go and grab behind your leg. Bring your leg with you. Nice. And we're coming up into a lunge. So now you can maybe bring the block right on the side. Rise up. Hands can come up and over the head. And this might feel really good to open the front of that left leg. Nice. Sometimes this feels amazing, right? And exhale, sweep the hands, bring the hands all the way back down towards the floor. Nice. We're going to step the left leg. So tuck your toes behind, lifting into a high lunge. Nice. And we're coming up with the hands up and over the head. So hands will point up towards the ceiling again. Knees is nice and aligned with the heel. Nice. Inhale. Maybe you might feel a little bit of work here. And it really depends. In a high lunge, I feel sometimes this is one of the hardest balancing pose. If you don't feel this is comfortable to you, you can always stay in your knees. Nice. And sweep the hands. Bring the hands all the way down towards the floor. Nice. Knees can make contact with the floor again. And you can bring the right leg towards the right side. Bring the hands right in the middle of the mat. Maybe you can even use the block here. Really depend how comfortable you are to be here. Nice. And this will open your, it will feel really good over here in the hip flexor again. Nice. It's almost like a little baby lizard. Nice. And now we're going to move that left leg again. So bring awareness to your left leg. Maybe open a smile, reconnect with the baby. Maybe close the eyes and feel that connection between you two. Synchronize that and then tuck your toes, lift, and maybe one hop, two hop, maybe walk. And it doesn't have to be grateful, nothing has to be grateful here. When we're flowing in prenatal, nothing needs to be perfect except that you have to be safe. So be safe, go slow, bring the left leg to meet the right. We're sinking down into a low squat. Again, I am very comfortable in staying here. I can stay here all day. I can bring the hands to the heart center. If you are like that, you can stay here. If you're not, you can bring the block and you can sit in your block. Yeah, this is a very beautiful place, especially if you are in that third trimester. It does help the baby to move down and descend a little bit to be ready for the good time, right? To be ready to come. So take a nice and a deep breath here in Ayurveda. It's a Indian style of natural medicine. And they say that a pregnant woman should do this almost 30 times per day. So this is one. And maybe you haven't you have done others. So this might be your first. Then we got 30 more to go. Just kidding. Nice. And then from here, we're going to come up, and usually what I do, it's a little bit of leg work. If you are a mom and you're in that phase that everything's hard to come out of here, you can bring the hands, lift the hip first, and then come all the way up, slowly lifting. Maybe this one we can do the easy way, and then the next one I show you harder way. Nice. We're going to inhale to a flat back. And exhale to fold. Nice. Hopefully there's a little bit of room there. Bring the hands to your waist. Bend the knees. Slowly almost sit into a chair. Start to lift the head slowly so you don't feel dizzy. And come up. Nice. Inhale. Bring the hands up and over the head. And you can always practice this in front of the wall. If you're feeling that you're not getting balance, exhale. Bring the hands all the way back down towards the floor. Nice. So hands go all the way back down towards the floor. Inhale to a flat back. Find the lengthening. Nice and long spine. Exhale. Hands down towards the floor. We're stepping back into a plank. And the blocks can be right here again. So higher set, usually bring your higher, but it's not as stable. I like to bring for this into your lowest, so it's more stable. And we're doing a half push-up, so we keep those arms nice and strong as during the pregnancy. So we want to just awakening those muscles, send all the way back into your child's pose. Maybe you don't have to go all the way down. Inhale, come all the way back again. And left leg will sweep or come forward. Maybe the left hands can help. Maybe you can just grab and come. Good. And then inhale, bring the hands up and over the head. Low lunge. And again, if the other pose that we did, the high lunge, if that's too hard for you, this is a modification. So you can come back to this one. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. Inhale again. We're sweeping the hands down as you exhale. And then we're bringing the hands down to your block. And you can even adjust yourself, bring the block, come up into your high lunge first. Sometimes to go to high lunge, I feel that maybe one hand at a time. So ground your legs first so you feel nice and safe here. And then bring one hand at a time, right? And if you feel like you have been having balance and this feels safe and comfortable to you and you're not gonna, we all gonna wobble no matter what. But maybe you feel that you're very safe and you can come normal up and this is all good. So if you feel like this is too much, again, you can always have the wall close to you and don't feel shy to use the wall. Nice. And then as you exhale, we're moving into a baby lizard. So hands can come down towards the floor, knees come down towards the floor. Awesome. So I'm gonna bring first my left hands in and I can bring the block with me and then heel, toe, heel, toe out to your left. Bring the block out a little bit wider if you need and lengthening through the base of your spine. Feel that nice, beautiful sensation. I like to think more of a little bit of strengthening the muscles because during pregnancy you are really getting more flexible than usual. So don't let yourself to seat through any pose and feeling in the joint. So I want you to feel releasing the tension, but don't overdo on sitting on the joint. So take a nice and a deep breath in. And exhale. So this is where we're moving into a low squat. Low squat, we're lifting the right leg, and the right leg will have to step forward, so you can come in any way that feels good to you. Maybe this time the hands can stay on a block or maybe walk forward enough that you find balance. Maybe the hands can come out. Do you have your balance? You can check your balance where you need to have that placed so you can step forward. And then as you sit, again, you can bring the block down or not, your choice. And nice. So if you find that you need the block, you can always squeeze the block in. And we're taking 3 breaths here. Nice. Exhale. This might feel, usually for all the mamas, I feel like this is they always say that this is a nice and beautiful place where they feel nice and comfortable. Nice. And one more deep breath in. And as you exhale out, nice. So this is where we're going to use the harder way to come out again. This might feel easier, this might not feel easier. I want you to see which one you like the best. If it's leaning forward and lifting the hip and coming to a forward fold before you go up, you can do that, or you can send the hands up. And I feel like this sometimes is harder on the leg, but it makes that leg work a little bit harder. So I want you to come off the block and then slowly lift yourself up. Nice. If you do a few times of this per day, you're gonna feel it. Nice. Bring the hands into your heart center. Notice the breath. Notice the heart again. Maybe even let the leg to come in and relax. Nice. Breathe. And exhale. Awesome. So this time we're sending the hands up and over the head. And with your exhale, we're bending the knees. So bend the knees into a chair pose. And we're counting 3 breaths. So as you breathe in, lengthening the spine, feel the strength in the leg, feel yourself stronger again. And exhale, releasing any fear. Awesome. Inhale. And we're moving again. Exhale. We're folding forward. And we don't want to stay here again. Move the block if you need to. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, step all the way back into your tabletop. So knees to the floor. You can flat your block here. You can do without the blocks too if you like. So we're almost like we're going to a chaturanga, but in an easier way. Come all the way back into your child's pose. Awesome. Now we're moving a little bit more, trying to be a little bit more fluid. Inhale. Right leg comes through. Exhale. Nice. Take a time. Let yourself to readjust. Inhale. Bring the hands up and over. And exhale. We're sweeping the hands, so it's an open twist. We're sending the left hands towards the back. We're bringing the right hands forward. Awesome. Exhale. Bring the hands right in front of you. Hands down towards the floor. Tuck your toes. Inhale to rise up. High lunge. Bring the hands all the way up and over, or maybe let yourself to support yourself and come up. Hands can be in your waist too. Sometimes it feels better that way. You can always stay down. Yeah. And exhale, sweep the hands, bring the hands all the way back down towards the floor, knees down towards the floor again. Awesome. And bring the blocks in. So right block will come through, bring the right leg out to lizard. Awesome. Take a deep breath here. And exhale. Inhale. Nice. And again, we're moving forward for that low squat. So tuck your toes, lift, maybe move that block closer, step forward, come down to your squat. Use the block if you need to. 3 breaths. And that's 2. And 1. Nice. If you need, you have the wall there, you have a chair on the sides, anything that can help you. And send the hands up and slowly rise up. Keep the knees tracking your second toe, so don't let the knees to bow in. Inhale, bring the hands up and over. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Nice. Inhale, send the hands up and over. Exhale. You can use the hands in the heart center if you're feeling. Bend the knees in chair pose. 3 breaths. And you might start to feel like this is a little bit of strengthening style of yoga. So this is great if you're feeling that you have the energy, but some days you don't, and this is not for those days, right? So take a deep breath in and exhale. Nice. We're going to fold. Inhale to a flat back. And exhale, go ahead and step one leg at a time towards the back. Bring your blocks back in. Nice. And then from here, we're going to shift forward, come half, maybe even a quarter down. Come up. And exhale, child's. Nice. Inhale, come up. Left leg will step through. Inhale, rise up. Low lunge. Bring the hands up and over. 3 breaths. You got this. Exhale. This is a good time to catch up with the breath, to synchronize again, to find a balance sometimes. Nice. And then with your exhale, the right hands will point towards the back, left hands will point forward. We're going to slowly open. Nice. Breathe. We don't stay much here, so inhale. Come all the way back in. Bring the hands all the way back. Nice. So now, again, if you're starting to get tired, this is where you want to stay instead of going to a high lunge. If you feel this feels awesome and you like to keep flowing, inhale to rise up. High lunge. Nice. Take a deep breath. And exhale. 2 more. You got this. Inhale. Nice. And exhale. Bring the hands down to the block. We're having the block in a higher set. And bring the knee down towards the floor. And bring that left leg through into a lizard. Heel toe out. 3 breaths here. As you inhale, feel your spine getting nice and longer. And try to work on not dipping into the shoulders, so you're you're not feeling like your shoulders start coming towards the ear, so you're trying to be active. Nice. And then from here, we're going to step your right leg through and come into that low squat. So go slow as you need. Bring the leg through, lower yourself down, hands to the heart center. Sit in your block if you need to. Nice. And two. So if you can align yourself, feeling the base of the spine connecting with the ground. Connecting, letting yourself to connect with and ground yourself into the floor. Let your body to stay calm and relax and feel that sense of safety. Nice. Go ahead and lift and slowly bring the hands up towards the ceiling. Come up. Nice. You know, feel the leg is getting work, right? Nice. Getting some work. Inhale, bring the hands up and over. Exhale, hands to the heart center. So this time, we're flowing into a warriors. So your right leg, bring the weight towards the right side. Shift your, bring your left leg towards the back. So again, if you need the wall is right there. Always practice by the wall if you feel like balancing it is an issue right now at this stage. If not, you can step all the way towards the back. Hands go up towards the sky. And take a deep breath in, connecting yourself again. Allowing the knees to be nice and aligned with the heels. Nice. And notice that nice and strong posture that gets your body moving in a different way that sometimes I feel like it's very empowering. Nice. Exhale. We're going to open the arms into a warrior two. So keep the gaze on that right leg as soon as you come back here. So your right knee is nice and aligned. Hands gonna be parallel to the floor. Maybe even hands can be in your waist if you feel that the arm is getting too tired. Nice. And take a deep breath in. Bring the left hands to the left thigh. Right hands go up and over. Reach. And exhale to side angle. So your side angle can be in your thighs. Hands can go up if you like. Or you can, if you feel like it feels okay to you, you can bring that right elbow to the right knee and sending the hands up and over the head. Nice. Coming all the way back. So inhale, come back into your warrior two. Take a deep breath. And exhale, straight your leg. And we're moving to triangle. I really like to do this by the wall. If you need a wall. And shift forward, bring the hands either behind the leg, like not putting the weight on your leg. Bring the hands maybe on the outer side of the leg and just kind of having the hands nice and soft here. And the opposite hands go up towards the sky. Just be careful that you're not having any weight. You're not holding any weight here on that left side and it feels comfortable to you. And take a nice and a deep breath in. Bend your knees, support yourself to come all the way back. Bring the hands back, maybe do a little reverse. And exhale, spiral your hands all the way back down into the block. Nice, find the block. Go ahead and bring the left leg to step forward. Inhale to a flat back. And exhale to fold. Nice. We're coming up again. So if you feel like you need a little, bring the hands to your waist, sink yourself down into a chair pose. Maybe even look yourself and then look up towards the sky or the ceiling and come up. It's almost like you want to sit down into a chair first. Use the legs. Inhale, send the hands up and over the head. And exhale, hands to your heart center. Honoring the body, bringing love and kindness to the new mama, right? Inhale, send the hands up and over the head again. Connecting with your higher self as you're reaching up and over. So now we're shifting our weight towards the left side. We're stepping our right leg to the back. So go with kindness. Step all the way towards the back. You can even step. Sometimes the more you go through the pregnancy, or even if you're not pregnant, this is a beautiful practice to practice at any time, really. But sometimes if balance is an issue here, you can always bring your weight towards the left side and the right leg towards the right side as much as you need. It makes it wider. It makes it easier to the body. The narrower you make, the harder it is. So inhale, hands go up. And exhale, we're moving again. So warrior two. So let the hands to be parallel to the floor. Readjust yourself again. It's just 3 breaths. So we're moving again. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, right hands to your right thigh. Flip the left hands. Bring the left hands up and over. Awesome. 2 and 1. Slowly exhale. Bring the left elbow or the hands to the left thighs or the elbow to your thighs. You can look up or you can look down. Sometimes looking up will make you lose a little bit of balance. So you can look to the side if that makes you feel better in the neck. And inhale, rising up again. So come all the way back. Warrior two. Beautiful. Straight your left leg. You're reaching forward. Reach forward with kindness. Bring the left hands to the left side of your leg. Bring the right hands up and over. Nice. And 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knees. Bring yourself back into your warrior two. Nice. Reverse. Bring the right hands to the right thigh. Left hands up and over. And exhale. Sweep the hands. Come all the way back down towards the floor. Nice. So as your right leg step forward, inhale to a flat back. And exhale to fold. Awesome. We're moving to the floor. So go ahead and let yourself to sink yourself back down. Come all the way down towards the floor. Bring your leg right in front of you. Nice. And we're going to inhale. Bring the hands up and over the head. And exhale, hands right in front of you. And because the belly is right there, you might feel that it's kind of hard to come forward. So don't come forward. Stay right there. Stay right here. It's like almost like letting yourself to find the peace of mind as you're here. Nice. Exhale. Awesome. And getting ready to switch again. Go ahead and bend your right leg. Bend your left leg. Maybe walk your feet a little bit away from yourself. Sometimes it feels better to just have a nice and wide butterfly. It's almost like you need all the love and all the kindness to your body, right? Create some minute of self-care, and you deserve it. So don't let yourself think that you don't. So this time is yours. Let yourself to slowly allow the muscles and the face to melt. And with each vertebrae creating a space between each other. I like to imagine with each breath I'm getting nice and long